Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Ben, and welcome. I hope that you're having an awesome week. Just wanted to take a few minutes to share something that the Lord's been showing me out of Scripture lately, and particularly in regards to the situation we all find ourselves in. Thankfully, some things are opening back up. We're getting a little bit more back to normal life, but still, things are still a little bit crazy. Still a lot of economic uncertainty. So one of the things that's been coming to my mind a lot lately is just how much our perspective changes our experience. And in Scripture, in 2 Kings chapter 6, in verse 15, it tells a story about how that because Elijah had been serving the Lord and telling the king of Israel all about his enemies and what they were trying to do to him, the king of Syria, he eventually gets frustrated and he sends an army by night to come to Elisha's hometown, surround the city, and to take him captive. And so when Elisha's servant wakes up, he comes out the next morning, he gets this kind of nasty shock of here's this whole invading army who wasn't there the night before, and he's disturbed, and rightly so. I think most of us will be. And he goes to tell Elisha and has this kind of whole moment of what are we going to do, and he clearly panics. And Elisha tells him, he says, you're just not looking at the situation correctly. And he tells him, greater are those who are with us than those who are with them. And he prays that the Lord will open his servant's eyes. And when that happens, the servant sees that even though there are all these imposing army and chariots and soldiers arrayed against them, that on the Lord's side, unbeknownst to him and past just his normal human eyes, God had the situation well in hand, that there were far more angel hosts there supporting them and surrounding their enemies. And it was just a good reminder that sometimes we are so quick just to look at the natural side of things, just to look at our circumstances, look at our situation, look at economic difficulties or relationship difficulties that we're enduring, and even with COVID-19, maybe all that much more, because so many of us are at home more, have a lot more time to introspect and think through these things and worry and obsess over them a little bit more. And I want to challenge us to, just like Elijah's servant, to have our eyes open, to ask the Holy Spirit to open our eyes to the right perspective, to see what God would have for us throughout this whole situation, and to really view this situation not as much as a problem as an invitation to really know the Lord more and to dig in deeper. Many times, most of us, we've got our life filled with things and good things, service to others, service at the church, different things that we're doing to love and serve folks and be involved in, and those are great. But they're also, they can be distractions too, and even good things can distract us from the best thing, which we saw with Mary and Martha, right? When Christ said, Mary, though she wasn't helping prepare the dinner, when she sat at his feet, he said, she has chosen the one needful thing, the better thing. And so maybe this is an invitation for those of us who stay so busy that doing things for God that we sometimes neglect time with him, to choose the needful thing, sitting at Jesus' feet, getting into the Word more, digging into Scripture, digging into prayer time, maybe starting that journal or a prayer journal that we've always talked about but never really made time, digging into great Christian literature and things that help us dig deeper into our faith. Let's use this time for those opportunities. Now, we have a choice. We can choose to replace our distractions with more distractions. The internet will help us with that. Television will help us with that. It will supply plenty of things that will take up these voids in your time now. But I want to challenge you. Instead of allowing all this stuff to worry you more or push you away, allow it to push you towards God, and allow it to be an invitation to know him deeper and better and more intimately than you ever have before. A lot of it is just about how you choose to look at the situation. So choose that perspective. Choose to see the God that is with us, that is in control, and who is able to use this situation to draw you into a deeper and better relationship with him. I hope you'll accept that invitation. I love you all. I hope you have a great week, and let us know if there's anything we can do to help.